What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am back with another cold brew coffee review, and it has been a long time since I've done one of these. And it's summer here in the city, finally getting some nice weather. I don't know if you've been to San Francisco in the summer, but it's normally pretty gloomy actually. I figured it was a perfect time to review one of the Bay Area's very own Peet's Coffee Nitro Cold Brew. Peet's, if you didn't know, comes from Berkeley, California, my hometown, and they are now a massive global coffee brand. They own the likes of Stumptown Coffee, and Stumptown is actually the first company off of the top of my head that introduced a Nitro cold brew, ready to drink Nitro cold brew that you could just buy at your grocery store. So it makes sense that Peet's is now, who knows, maybe they're just rebranding the Stumptown cold brew using their own original dark beans. This is the Baridi Black, so that was a blend that some of their other cold brew drinks that I've reviewed is based off of, and now this is the Nitro version. So it's basically the same cold brew that I reviewed before, but this is infused with nitrogen. So it's gonna look pretty interesting, hopefully. Have some nice head, and even more hopeful is or I guess I should say I'm even more hopeful that it will taste good. The only ingredients are cold brewed coffee. So water and coffee, and I guess nitrogen, which they didn't put as an ingredient, because maybe that doesn't count as an ingredient. So let's go ahead and pour it out, and we'll give it a taste and let you know what I think. Okay, so you can see it has a pretty thin layer of head at the top, and this isn't too different from my experience with, just visually at least, with my experience with Stumptown's nitrogen cold brew. I was pretty disappointed with that one, but we'll see if this one is any better. The aroma is very chocolatey. Yeah, coffee, chocolate. That's what I'm getting. It's nice. It's got like a smooth cocoa flavor, really quite refreshing. But there isn't a lot of that nitrogen. I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like when I have nitrogen cold brew, usually a lot of the acidity of the coffee is accentuated, and it's almost like the carbonation element brings out a little bit extra. And in this case, it's like it contributes to like a smooth texture, so it's pleasant, like in terms of it's got a nice heavy yet clean mouthfeel, but that kind of acidity being accentuated isn't going on here, and maybe it has to do with the fact that this is a darker blend. But overall, I think this is quite good. In fact, based off of my memory, this is better than just the plain Baridi Black cold brew that I had. And I wouldn't mind picking this up if I was in a pinch. It's nice and simple. There's no additional sweetness, so there's no sugar added, which is good. And the Nitro, I think I would have liked to see, so they say to pour fast, and I did pretty much the opposite. Pour fast and enjoy. So that probably would have given it some more of that head at the top there. But in any case, even with minimal amount of it, it's not bad at all. It's pretty good. So I approve of Peet's Baridi Black Nitro Cold Brew. Don't remember what I paid for this, but it was probably too much. But Peet's has great distribution. They're a big coffee brand, as I said. So if anybody was going to be able to bring the price down to something reasonable, I think that they can do it. So once again, that is the Nitro Cold Brew from Peet's Coffee. And I think it's probably, I'm going to say, their best offering of all that I've tried so far. So thanks so much for watching. And if you've tried Peet's Nitro Cold Brew, leave a comment or a review below. You can also look to the description. There's a link in there, and you can leave a more thorough review of Peet's Baridi Black Nitro Cold Brew within that review. Did that make any sense at all? I'm sorry if that made no sense. Anyway, let me know what you thought. Cheers.